Well, hello, babies.
We're on a Bashabout to the end of the world. Places unseen and unheard. Gonna see Valhalla, gonna reach for the stars on this gonzo Dirk about. Look out! Dirk about!
Hello, my kittens. How are you all? It is I, Dirk, doing a Dirk about, and I am at Rockefeller Center. And I am on my way to DJI because I can't find my tripod. That is the beautiful St. Patrick's Cathedral. In case any of you didn't know, it is. I gotta say this, kids. I love you, and this is all for you because it is a million degrees in the biggest city. I shaved my head some more. I got rid of most of my beard because Andrew called me last night and left me a very cute message about time to get rid of the beard, Dirk. So this is the compromise. It'll be a slow. It'll be a slow boat. I'll figure it out as I go. I'm headed to DJI because I can't find the tripod. So I'll take you guys in there. You get to see the best of drones, and then I'll take you on a tour of New York City like you've never been before. You guys dictate where you want me to go. I'm right across the street from Tag Heuer. If any Tag fans out there, let me start by saying hi to everybody in the room. Oh boy, who do we got? Number one. Oh my God, I think it might be a first. It is Nick Sisto, number one in the room. Let me change the camera angle so you guys can look at St. Patrick's Cathedral while I read out all the cool stuff. Oh my God, it is Nick Sisto, and this is the beautiful cathedral. Isn't she gorgeous? I'm right in front of a tree, so maybe I can find a better angle. It's just that it's so unbelievably hot in New York. It must be 100 degrees here. Look at that. Oh man, she beautiful. Nick Sisto in at number one. Al Benedetti, great day for a stroll through New York City. Congrats, Nick Sisto. Oh, you guys are the best. Long Island, baby. Nick Sisto, good job, man. Upvote you, blank, blank, blank. Andrew Wolkowitz with Canadian $10. This person is first. The other is first, but he sent the first super chat. Being an inspiration. You really good, buddy. So I got rid of the base of the year. No more beard, dude. Franco Fiori, grazie mille, signori. Please upvote for this great show. Aren't you guys the sweetest? Nick Sisto with $5. Andrew is right. He should get the personal message today. He sent me a personal message. 3 o'clock in the morning, I saw that. I was asleep, but Dean is here. Hitesh is here. Not the first. Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Let me switch cameras. Hold on. Let's all sing happy birthday to Hitesh. Camera. Hold on. I'm holding the thing. It's getting mad at me. It's been a couple of days since I've done a Bashabout. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hiteshi. Happy birthday to you. Because you're a bastard. Great to see everybody in the room. What's going on? I think I banged myself out of the room. That can happen. Let me make sure the camera's working with the audio. Okay, good. It's because I can't see very well. Sorry. I'll get the hang of it. I'm a pro at this now, right? It's SC. Happy birthday to you. Hope you got the whole song in. I just hit the wrong arrow. It's because the software is crap. It's crap. So I'm headed over to DJI, the people that manufacture. Hey, look at this. Ready? Hold on. For any Tag fans. Any Tag fans are out there? I'm wearing Seiko today. We got the Aqua Racer. Very nice ladies' watches. right? Very nice. This is the obviously the Aqua Racer diver, 300 meters, and those are sexy. You know what? Tag Heuer pulling out all the stops. What do you guys think? I think they're doing a good job. I have to say, I think that they are. How's the audio today? Is it better than usual? Better than it's been? Let's see what I got here. Ray with 10 balloons. Got a wee bit of bad news today. Referring to a close friend, gonna light a candle in the church for her memory tomorrow. Have a coffee on me. Thank you, Dirk. This is my time. You know what, baby? Right after I go to get this little thing from DJ, I will go to St. Patrick's Cathedral for you, my dearest, and I will go light a candle in for your friend, and I'll take everybody along with me. Okay, because you know, lighting candles in churches is my favorite thing, because I think it's the expeditious way to get a message to you know who. Thank you very much for that. Let me give you guys all a big bang since it's hard to do this when it's this bright out. So I'll give everybody a big bang. Let's do this one. Thank you, kiddos. Yeah, I'll be able to get that a little bit more streamlined a little later on in the show. But it's so bright and so hot in New York City. Holy crap. Like, I want to just take my hat off. It's so hot. I'm wearing a vintage Hitman Tour shirt from 1993, the Vivus Machina Tour. Paul designed these shirts. I'd show you the back, but I actually need that stick. Let's see what happens. Ready? Hold on. Let's see if this works. It's very cool. It's kind of like Hitman over Europe in a kind of World War II-y kind of way. There you go. The camera didn't like me flipping it over my backside. But here we are. Here we are. Walking past Ferragamo for all of you shoe whores. Dean says pass on tag. I know, but I don't pass on Heuer. Vintage Heuer, I love. Tag. Ever since they bought the company, look at this. Look at this. Those are Ferragamos, right? I like those. But like if I bought them by Skechers, they'd probably be $35. Those are, ready for this? $970. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's luxury. People like, how much did you pay for your Rolex? I understand. And that is fine. Absolutely fine. Here is St. Thomas Aquinas. Right over there. Very famous church on the Fifth Avenue. Quite a beautiful place. Not Catholic. But who cares? Who cares? I mean, who cares? So I met up with Paul and his childhood friend from Los Angeles. As some of you might know, some of you don't know, that Paul grew up a little bit in Los Angeles, and met up with his friend, and whose father is actually kind of a very famous comedian. I won't say who he is because I didn't ask her if I could. And there's none of that crap on my show. Can I say that much? I don't do that. I didn't ask her, but he's been in, let's say, some of your favorite movies ever. A couple of Mel Brooks pictures. Really great stuff. Anyway, she was a gas. Here's DJI. I'm walking in there right now to buy this thing. I just, it's the tripod I'm missing, okay? So here I go. I'm really walking in. Let me switch it up. Okay, here we go, DJI. Oh man, it's hot. You know what I can't find? I can't find my tripod. I need to get in. I called you earlier. That was me. I was like, I'm doing a live stream and I'm gonna need to sit down and have drinks sometime. I'm in the DJI store, looking at all the wonderful little gadgets that they have. I might consider switching up to their audio because their audio is where it's at. What's that? Oh, that's great for the 6 in gray. Thank you so much, Tatiana. Thank you. Oh, it only comes in gray. So thank God I didn't get that white one, right? Yeah, I have no idea. It's in my house somewhere, but where I can't tell you. It's not like I lost it. It's there. This way, you guys, I can go out and have a couple of beers. Okay. Well, oh shit! I can't. Can you all that? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. I fucked that up. Okay, that's it. I don't have a company. No. Eyebashers Inc. Just tap out. No, I'm just gonna pop that on right now. And that's gonna be the end of that action. Okay. And paper receipts. Thank you so much. Thank you. What a pleasure doing business with DJI. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm out of here. I got this thing. See what this does is it's very soft plastic it's in. This thing will turn my, I'm gonna wreck it into a tripod because it's not right now. Oops. It's mad at me. Okay. Ray headed towards the church. I actually don't need that right now. So, not bad, $20. No spritz there, that's for sure, Gene. That's for sure. What did I do with my headphone? That's got to go back in there. What did I do with that? Oh no. Valley girls are just like, oh my god, it was like, and I was like, and I was like, and I was like, oh my god. Shit. I'm just looking for my AirPod. This is the problem with this shit. You have so many things, and you like try to do all the math and make sure you have all your ducks in a row, but you don't. You don't have all the ducks in a row. So I'm gonna have to. Let me ask her if I left that in. Yeah, I left it in there. It's like I'm gonna ask them if I left it in there. Like I'm live on YouTube, and they're like, "Where's your AirPod?" Thank you. You guys are the best. Thank you. Okay, now I'm good. So if there's any guests on the show, I can hear you. I mean, it's really pointless to even have, other than for the microphone part. But we're gonna go to St. Patrick's Cathedral, which is a place I've never taken you before, ever. I'm gonna take a little breather. I'll get into the chat, see who's in the room, have a chitty chat with everybody. It's good to see everybody. It is probably 100 degrees here in New York City. It is hotter than, I mean, holy fuck show, it's hot. I stopped and I met Paul and his friend, and I had a beer, and it was so hot and so refreshing. I had an ice cold Budweiser in a bottle because that's what I wanted. Because draft beer I'm sorry, draft beer is just not cold enough. Not on a day like today. No way. Hey, Ryan Chamberlain, Mr. Bad Gas in the store on the counter. That's where it was, exactly. You know how many times Dirk has left phones on airline counters? I'm a plopper. I put stuff down. It is the bone of Paul's contention that I constantly plop stuff down. I lose stuff. And like I have air tags on all of my stuff now because my keys, my keys just, and they're huge. They look like I'm a super in a building, like a superintendent of a building. It's so bad. It's horrific. So where am I taking you guys today? So I'm on Fifth Avenue. Let me look around in the chats. Nita Pritz is here. Evening all. Bad gas. Greetings, my man. Greetings to you. Jim Lassick. I'm going to miss New York. My daughter danced at the American School of Ballet. Oh, I could go past there too. Vaughn is here. Uh-oh. He's back. Yeah, I went off. I hit the wrong button. Andrew says, condolences. Is there something very bad? Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to read that thing fully because I couldn't see it before. Let's see. Referring a close friend. We don't know the result on that. Let's not jump to conclusions. Ryan Chamberlain. Hey, Dirk. Hey, Ryan. Dean. Mano a mano. Great to see you. No spritz there. I'm going to go get a spritz, though. It's so hot. You cannot believe how fucking hot out it is. It is murder. Absolute murder. Wow. Okay, let's head over to... Let's go light some candles. Would you like my candle? It's from Rent. I think that's what that song's called. Light my candle. Because, I was saying earlier today that, I don't think it would be that hard to write a Broadway show. I really don't. I really don't. Because everybody does these, look at this. Hold on a second. I want you to see where I am. Take a screenshot of this, kids. Right? I gotta back this camera up. Place de Cartier. Let's go Place Cartier. It's all jewels mostly. Let me switch it around. I'm gonna switch this all around now because you guys need to see this. Okay? Because I'm headed towards the cathedral. And you guys might as well just see this, right? It's way better looking than I am. So I have a goatee now, and it'll come off slowly. Fu Manchu next. Then I'll get rid of the rest of it. Coming around the mountain into Cartier. I mean, how about that? I know a lot of you viewers out there have tons of Cartier, but you don't have that. That is crazy. This is more, look at this. How about that? I mean, this is why Cartier is Cartier, Not just watches, babies. Not at all. I mean, in the chats, kiddos, why don't you tell me where you really want to go? So I'll go first things first. We'll take care of Ray Ray's business. And I'll light a candle for everyone in the Basher world who needs a lifeline or a direct line. And I'll take you in St. Patrick's Cathedral because it's absolutely gorgeous. It's probably, compared to St. John the Divine, I would say it's probably half the size. It's big, but this is about as big as Notre Dame and most major cathedrals, but this is absolutely incredible. So I'm going to take off my hat taken off, and in the bag. And here's St. Patrick's Cathedral, my darlings. Over there is Saks Fifth Avenue. Something you guys probably know throughout the world is a very fancy store. And let's go in. Let's see what this dealio is here. It smells great in here. It's good. I'm gonna find a saint I like. Okay, like Teresa. That's the main guy. I think you're right, right? Everybody else, the bastards. I mean, I'm in my town. That was the Catholic Church. Even though the other one's not Catholic, but I do not have a hat on, Andrew. This is, this is one of the most beautiful churches in the world. The stained glass alone is just outrageous. I mean, this is the burial place of funeral. So many heads of state and famous people. I'm pretty sure John F. Kennedy was buried out of here, right? Pretty sure. Mass going on right now, so I'm trying to be pretty chill. No lesbians this time. Well, there are, of course. They're just not telling you that lesbians. Here's the is where I am. Incredible. I mean, they have pipes all over this place because this organ is so big, and they distribute it throughout the entire building so that you can get an amazing sound with this mosaic. I mean, this rivals a lot of European joints. So that's what they used to do. They don't do that anymore. Oh, she went inside there, huh? Where'd she go? This is Mary's private chapel. Yeah, but that's 50. I couldn't agree more. Crypt. Get a close up of the organ. You guys can see how amazing this place is. Is it a full 360? Amazing, right? And here's a gift shop where you can buy rosary beads. Does anybody want anything from in here that I could pick up for them? It's a cute little spot. Your rosary beads and trinkets and, Jesus and Mary things, that kind of stuff. Now, I had to pay to get into St. John the Divine. I did not have to pay to get into here, which is interesting. Just let you know how rich the Catholic Church is. Is it still rich, though? Okay. I'm headed out of the church. Quite beautiful. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I think I'm going to get a Diet Coke because it's so freaking hot. I'm not going to curse in front of the church. It's so damn hot that I think I just might want to, before I head up to either the park. So what is it going to be, guys? Got 50 people in the room. Let's guess. Give me some feedback, if you will, or where you'd like me to go. I am in the center of New York City. I'm in Rockefeller Center. I can pretty much go anywhere you like. You guys, it's your show. I just hosted. Remember that. I'm on a Bashabout. I'm gonna go get a Diet Coke. I didn't want to cross the street, but I guess they can't have any concessions on on the property. I mean, how much does this guy want for Diet Coke? Am I just gonna get ripped off and just say fuck it? I mean, I don't care at this point. Let's see what he says. And if it's in plastic, don't get mad at me, Carol. I'll get a can. Do you have Diet Coke in a can? How much is that? All right, that's what I like. I was gonna say I'm from Queens. If it's more than $2, thank you, my friends. Thank you very much. All right. No straw. I'm a man. Thank you. I just shame all the boys that drink out of straws. Shame all the boys that drink out of straws. I don't like straws. There's my sister Carrie Kennedy in the room. Hi, hi, hi. Wow, I just lost 10 people because I bought a Diet Coke. How the hell did that happen? It's a little light in here today. I'm a little shocked to the 90-degree walkabout. I was hoping to do a couple of hours, but I don't know. I'm going to take out my tripod, put it down, and have my Coke. And then we'll talk about where we're going to go. Oh, this is a different color than mine. Oh, wow. Oh, I don't like it. I hope I find my original one, because that's not so great. That's not so great. Carolyn Martin with $20. Please take care of yourself. It's too hot to be out in the city. It is hot. Meandering like you do. I appreciate and love you for always wanting to entertain us, but not at your own expense. Carolyn, I'm going to do it. Damn it, because I'm a trooper. I mean, it's hot. It is so hot. But you know what? Got myself a Coke, and let's give her a big bang. Now I can see stuff, guys. So super chat. You're all gonna get your bangs in. I'll give you that. Thank you, dearest Andrew. I'm taking it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Why can't I get to settings, camera, switch it to me, front camera. Here I am. Thank you, Carolyn Brown. Okay, so I'm gonna set this down. I'm gonna set this down on fire. Yeah. Okay. Here's my hat. I wonder how many mice have been traipsing across the top of this can in the warehouse all night. That's how it works. Sitting Indian style in the Indian style on the. I have jeans on. You want to know why? Because I have like 2 pairs of shorts that I really like, and I don't have them today because I put them in the laundry and I forgot. So when I went to leave the house to do the Dirk about, I forgot that all of my shorts, and it is murderously hot in this town. I mean, this is just crazy. Where'd my hat go? Somebody steal my hat. They did this. My American Airlines hat. It's brutal out here. But I figure I'll sit here for a couple of minutes and you guys decide where you want me to go in New York City on a Wednesday. Wearing Seiko courtesy of Mr. Julian, who's feeling a hell of a lot better. And Tashi, we all sang happy birthday to him earlier. Happy birthday to you, Julian. And you, Tashi, and everyone else whose birthday it might be today. Because you're a bastard. I'm a bastard, you're a bastard. Wouldn't you like to be a bastard too? So where would you like me to go? Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. He likes the new look. Yeah, you know what? I got I don't know, a somewhat late night phone call from a one Mr. Wolkowicz. Left me an audio recording, and he's like telling me how I need to get rid of my beard, which I've been threatening to do for a while. So I cut it. I cut, obviously the goatee now, and this is I cut about about that much off of this. So it's just little increments. I want to get rid of it all, but I want to lose about 10 pounds before I get rid of everything. 'Cause, adds a couple of little inches to your face so you don't look so fat. Carolyn Martin with you crazy person. Let's hit you up with a big ass. Carolyn Martin. You are the woman. Thank you so much, Carolyn. You're crazy. Don't you have any lightweight cargo pants? I don't have any cargo pants at all. Have you never watch Fashion Police? Dirk owns no cargo shorts. Oh my god, that's like wearing that would be like me wearing flip flops. No, no, no. I didn't even. I didn't even. I actually went to the laundromat in these jeans. I mean, so the laundry's not ready. Nor I would have all. I put all my clothes in the wash, all like my gray pants. I don't want to be wearing jeans. Horrible. Mart is here. I have just been watching England win the Euro semifinals. Now back to watching my best YouTube channel now on catch up. Aw, aren't you the sweetest, Mart? Thanks so much. I was in a bar to meet Paul and his friends, and they were watching the match. Everybody was betting on it. I don't do hot weather. There's a reason I left Oz for the UK. I believe you, Melly C. I believe you. New York is a swelter box. It's an absolute shit show. It's one of the grossest places in the world. We get 4 seasons, but we get, it's bad. Hot summers, cold winters. My sister Carrie Kennedy says, you're right at Rock Center. Carrie, you know what I did? And I'll tell you. I guess I could take you guys down there. I don't know how the signal is. However, 30 Rock, there's a promenade downstairs. And it used to be this beautiful Art Deco, black onyx and brass rail, just 1920s Art Deco beauty. And sometime in the 90s, they decided to rip out all that black marble and onyx and put like cement and sandstone down there, so it looks like like a mall in Long Island. It's so tacky now; it's very ugly. And then when you see the stairwells are still the 30 Rock and all the big buildings here still have lobbies made out of that same material that was so indicative of Art Deco architecture and culture. Here, it just looks like you're expecting an Au Bon Pain or maybe Marshalls, something like that would make it look like it's perfect for an 80s mall style thing. It was the Plymouth shop. It was Wallach's. It was all Bonds. It used to have upscale, unbelievable stuff. You and I just walked past Cartier. Like Cartier was downstairs. It wasn't there. I mean, they might have had the flagship there, but it was just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And now it's just, I don't know. I'll give you a view of where I am right now. Instead of looking at me, why look at me when you could look at them? My sister said 30 Rock. There it is. If you've never seen the 30 Rock show with Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin, who started his trial today, manslaughter. Only because he's a producer on the film, and he might get indicted because of his political, affiliations. He's made a lot of bad moves. Alec Baldwin's made a lot of really silly, stupid moves since that all happened. You know, now he's got a reality show coming out, which is probably to pay for his legal bills. But you know, his wife is a fake Spaniard. Her name is Hillary, and she goes by the name Ilaria, and he calls her Ilaria, and he still acts as if she's from Spain. And listen, I love the guy. I've always loved the guy. He was the most handsome man in the world. He's one of the funniest guys on the planet. But man, did he fuck up. And I think he fucked up mostly when he met that broad. They've had 7 children together. I mean, she's got to be crazy, right? And you know, she appropriated a culture, and how do you say? Andrew says this. Oh, how do you say in English? Hold on, this is the best line ever. Oh shit, what was that? No, I don't have those. Let's see. It's hard for me to see here. Uh, yeah, Andrew says in English. How do you say again in cucumber in English? She's from Boston. She actually said that on television. Like, and you know what's really crazy is like she's never been grilled by a journalist. Like they've never said, "Why would you do that?" Like she's answered them in print. But I'd love to stick a microphone in that bitch's face, and I'd like to just call her out for being such a fraud, because I think she ruined one of my favorite guys when he was on 30 Rock on that show with Tina Fey. It was just golden TV, and then he met this. She bamboozled him. And you know, we're guys and we're stupid. Women are so much stronger and smarter than us. They just can so easily corrupt a small man's weak brain. And that's a fact. Ray, sending a chat while our host is walking and talking here. Walking and talking here. Maybe not a good idea. Lesson learned as Dirkus Maximus. You missed my previous super chat. Who cares? How did I miss a super chat from you? I don't think that I did, killer. No, I didn't. Here you go. I didn't. Yeah. No, the wee bit of bad news. I read that out live, and then I went and lit candles for you, my baby cakes. Oh no, you did. You're right. I'm sorry, my darling. Can a layman, even an ex-altar boy, actually say lesbian in church? Well, I just did. Pope can say, yeah, I got to, or whatever. I don't even know what that word is because I've never heard it. Because the epithet in Italian for you know gay people is finocchio, which means fennel. You know, because they like to say like mulignani, melanzane, or eggplants. For gay people, gay guys, it's finocchio. So there you go. You were correct, my friend. I'll never doubt you again, my handsome little Westie bastard. You. Let's give you a bit of super chat cuckold. Thank you, my dear. You are correct, sir. So yeah. Oh, and I owe you another one. Yeah. So I did say that. I said lesbian in church. Yeah. Listen, God loves everybody. Thank you, baby. So guys, where am I going? I'm sitting here on my ass, and this is hot here. It's hot to sit on this marble, which is usually cold. I mean, I could just people watch, but I don't have liquor. I mean, I'll go get liquor later on if you want. But yeah, the last walkabout when I went to Roosevelt Island and went to that Greek restaurant was not very good, but I had a great time hanging out with y'all. Oh, yeah. That was real nice. That was real nice, real lovely. How about the St. Regis? Kerry, I am not dressed for the St. Regis. I would dress up. I would be wearing a button-up shirt, dress shirt, pair of slacks. I'm not dressed for the St. Regis, the Plaza. I'm not dressed for those. It's too hot. I mean, I could go to Banana Republic across the street and just buy new clothes. I mean, I could do that. But would I do that? It would depend. Every guy tells himself that the woman of his dreams is the absolute finest that ever walked the planet in over 10,000 years. You know. They all say that. But you know what it comes down to, dearest Andrew? Guys are just, we like to see stuff. Women want to feel things. They want to sense things. We just want to see it, you know. That's why, you know, guys always get all goofy when girls kiss each other. You know, it's Beavis and Butthead. We're all Beavis and Butthead for the most part. You know, I'm on Fifth Avenue. This is the main artery of New York City. This is where the heartbeat of New York City. I could go in either direction. You just need to tell me where to go, and I'm not going to budge until you do. God, I thought I just saw somebody I know. Thank God I didn't. Man, is it hot. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Left. That's very funny. Walk to a nice patio and get a cold beer or a water. I just had a Diet Coke, so. And it was cold for about 13 seconds before the atmosphere decided to turn it into dust, which it became. Look at my forehead. It is just glazed because it is so hot out here. Listen, the place is calling the tourists. Look, the ground. Huh? Yeah, it's cool, right? 1 block away, it's a store called DJI. Yeah, it's automatic. You control it with your thumb. DJI, go get it. I just made a sale for DJI. Soda does not count as fluid. Fluid. It does when you're a Diet Coke addict, which I most certainly am. Not proudly, mind you. All right, I'm gonna get up, but where am I going? It's 48 people in the room. Let's see. Jim Lassick, love the Empire Hotel. Yeah, that's over at Lincoln Center. I had a few burgers at PJ Clark's. I recommended that today for Paul, but they didn't go there. There's a restaurant on the corner, amazing seafood, and I can't remember the name. Isabella's or Juliana's. What is the name of that place? Directly across from. One time we went to go see Warhorse the musical, and we sat at that bar. We actually had brunch and then dinner because we went to 2 shows that day. It was a long time ago. And Tommy Lee from Motley Crue was sitting at the next table. And I have to admit, yeah, I've met him before, and I'm not a fan of that band at all, but he was very, very cool. Fans were coming up and bothering him, and he was being very, very nice to them. So that's all I have to say. Tommy Lee treats his fans nicely. Bryant Park is a zoo, my darling. Bryant Park is fortunately where all the zipperheads and the brotards go to go hang out with Angela, and Tiffany, Amber and Bethany, and sometimes Madison. Yo, what's up? I'm coming down there with Madison and Ashley, and we're gonna go get some brewskis, a couple shots. You guys like tequila shots? How about sex on the beach? That's what goes on at Bryant Park, man. I know that because the company I worked for 25 years, they operate the largest bar there, Bryant Park Grill. And actually, my friend manages it. And I probably could go there and get comped, but I don't know about that. They didn't treat me so well the last time. What's a zipperhead? A zipperhead is a Guido. Do you know what a Guido is? Zipperheads are like doo-doo-doos. We have a lot of names for in New York for like douchey guys. Like if you watch Tony Soprano, not Tony Manero in if you watch Tony Manero in Saturday Night Fever, he's a zipperhead. They were like zipperheads. They're like they wore members only jackets, white suits, zipperheads, Guidos, guys, Italian guys that love disco from Brooklyn, those kind of fellas, zipperheads, Guidos, doo-doo-doos. I don't. They're called doo-doos because they walk around. They go doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's terrible. I actually placed a call to the one and only Easy E earlier, and I asked him if he wanted to go have a coffee and hang out on the street. I have a really cool idea. I know where I'm going to take you. 50 people in the room. You know what, guys? I'm getting ready. I'm going to take you on a tour I'm going to take you to the Dakota where John Lennon was murdered. And it's one of the most beautiful buildings in New York City. And I'm going to take you to Billionaires Row on the west side of Manhattan on Central Park West. And that trip starts right now. I look like a wet, swampy mess, I know. Actually, I got to put my hat in my bag because the hat is officially intolerable. But first, let me do something that I urge all people to do in New York City. And that is to take your trash and please find a receptacle and recycle it. Tried to be slick and do that correctly, but I didn't. How'd that work out? It's so funny. Ray, Jacobs Maximus, lady's husband, no, no, no. Please, he is ex-weatherman on RT, he freaks me out. Who are you talking about? Gone, lady's husband. Is he really the ex-guy from RTE? Don't tell me that, Ray. Is that the truth? You won't get him again. Thank you for you. I love your Brooklyn accent. You know what happens when you hang it when you come from New York? Listen, I grew up with a lot of people that talk like this. Go get some beers, go to the store, drink coffee. Very easy to, and most of the people that I grew up with do still speak like that. No kidding. My father wouldn't have it. I mean, I have a lot of Americanisms for sure. I don't say coffee, I say coffee. But I don't say coffee, I say coffee. CAWFEE. I say a couple of things that are incredibly innately New York, and that's just fine. Because you know what, we're losing our regionality, and that's a sad thing. It's a really, really sad thing that we're losing. Because people from South Carolina talk like that, and people from Louisiana, even deeper, foghorn, leghorn. I say. And then even from the regional different Irish accents. I'm sure, like Cark, no offense, Fergal and Company, because my grandmother's from Cork. Listen, that was to be the most indiscernible accent in the world. And, that and, a certain particular segment of Dublin, which I still don't understand them. We're losing that, and that's the sad thing because it's charming. Where people are from is incredibly charming. And, it starts conversations. Where are you from? Or you see a handsome man or a sexy girl, and all of a sudden they're like, really, I love white peaches over ice cream. And you're like, oh, where are you from? You meet a guy, and he's got a noisy voice, she's a right Sheila, something like that. They drag all their words out. African, people from South Africa drag their words out like this. It's all truncated. Everybody's losing it because everybody sounds like everybody. They all sound like the Kardashians or something even equally worse. I don't know what's worse than that, but it's there. So I'm walking, I walk up the avenue. Yes, I walk up the avenue. That Pacific guy just banged right into me. And he didn't even apologize. That's not nice. Hey, you know what? I just walked across the street because I had the light and that guy cut me off. That's a guy cut me off. I'm in New York. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Thank God Dirk doesn't drive a car. Because if Dirk drove a car, there'd be road rage. I changed the settings, by the way, on my. I think this is really funny, by the way. Apple has stores. Like, why does Microsoft have a store? They just make Windows. I mean, I used to be a PC guy, but And I know that they still have the market share. Why, I don't know, because the security is hideous and the operating system's antiquated. But, you know, people prefer it. Machine uses Windows too. I mean, he uses both. But he stayed current with Windows when we used to, flip computers around and, somebody would have an old MacBook or an iMac, and, we're capable of fixing them. And I still do it if somebody asks me to, swap out the hard drive and RAM and make it really great. I'd still do it. But that's starting to end very soon. So really, because the way they make the computers. But he still uses Windows on a lot of things. The license plate said mine now. Funny. I'm about to head up to the Omega Store. Yeah, Castro looks pretty. The third center. Can't really see anything, so it's not worth going to. But Canada Goose, that's a big brand. It's funny for them selling those big puppy coats. I don't wear feathers, so therefore there's nothing in that store for me. I'm going to show you where I am right now. I was here with Easy E, but I didn't get it on camera. So let me switch this up so you guys can see what I'm saying. Can you see what I see? Okay. Look at Burberry changed their logo to that. I hate it. Really ugly. So, Grand Pain is manufacturé de haute horlogerie. Yeah. White bread. But next to them is even better, baby. Breguet. Most watches have some Breguet technology in them. It's beautiful. And right next to that is Harry Winston, the jeweler to the stars. But it looks like the store is closed. What does it say? It says the hours of Harry Winston. Schedule an appointment. Well, because they're, $1 zillion jewels. They used to be located next to Henri Bendel's on the other side of the street. And it's Bendel's, not Bendel's. Henri Bendel. That's how you say it. Here's the St. Regis that my sister asked me to go to. And believe me, I would love to, but Dirk would have to go do a Superman and change. You know what? What I will do one day is I will take you guys out for a proper cocktail this is my favorite bar in the city. That's called the King Cole Bar. And that is a beautiful bar with beautiful people and a lot of hookers. So if you go in there and you sit at the bar, you'll see lovely ladies seated at like the banquettes along the wall. Make no mistake, those beautiful ladies are ladies of the night. And it's very famous. You almost get, this reminds me of like hotel lobby in Venice on the Lido level of the Excelsior. I love that. That shirt is so Paul. Wow, that's nice. What is the name of this store? Mm-hmm. Well, here we are at Swatch. Here's some of the moon launches. Anybody want one of these? You guys all know them now. Swatch. Here's the new ones. I think they look like Pez. I don't like them. I don't really like any of those. Maybe the middle one. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's getting a little pitch now. I think Omega and Swatch need to stop now. What do you guys think? Do you think it's time for them to stop? Let's see, I'm missing some super chats. Saw a guy, Andrew Oakley saw a guy years back, 6 years old, died current here. Yellow Citroen, lots of gold necklaces. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Now I get the joke. Hey, Steiny. That Chinese woman a minute ago flipped her cigarette on the street, really classy. She's a classy lady. Classy lady. Canada Goose used to be great. Yeah, I just, how it is. Not a fan of the plucking of the goose. Leave that goose alone. Obviously, there's some kind of event going on. Not for Omega. Last time I went in there, they were very cunty. And you want to see what's in the window? I'll show you. We got a couple of Seamasters, Aquaterra. Look at that. Bust down Aquaterra. Whoa, look at that thing. That is bejeweled in diamonds, baby. I don't like it. This thing's getting at me. Just as I'm at this. I get it. Sometimes it kind of freaks out. There it goes. Okay. Mhm. This is what they have in here. Some constellations, small seconds. Mm, mm. Lady Maddox. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's a beautiful dress watch. They don't have any of the real shit in the window. Well, that's the real shit. Hey, Nathaniel Hannon. How about that? And that's the super diamond to that overline, coaxial Speedmaster, sorry. Anyway, Paris 2024. I think they should be nicer to people. I went in there with Easy E, two guys that know their way around Omega for sure. And man, were they douches. Holy crap. They just didn't care. They wanted nothing to do with us. And that's what sucks. Armani looks like it's having some kind of event. What's going on here? Like a job fair? I don't know. Here's what Gucci turned into after Tom Ford left. Turned into this crass, gilded, just if anybody's interested in knowing where this is, sorry, love. This, my darlings, is Trump Tower. It is the first building that Donald Trump built from scratch because his father acquired a lot of real estate, and this is the first thing he did on his own. Gucci store. When Tom was there, I was a big fan in the 90s and early noughties, and he left, and it's never been the same. And then I could never afford anything he did after that. They don't make any of the stuff that they used to make when he was there, like Eau de Parfum, the Pour Homme, beautiful stuff. That Gucci Pour Homme was second to the incomparable YSL M7, which was also Tom Ford. And it was like a pepper, amethyst, oud, aldehyde. It was incredible. Look, Gucci kids. Wow. For the most spoiled children in the history of the world, you get them that. Because you know what? Because they don't care. Why would they give a shit about that? Here is I thought about breakfast at Tiffany's. I can't believe there's a song that says that. And this is the lobby that they destroyed. It's just it was done by a guy named Marino. Rebuilt this thing. I don't know why they did that, but it's all very chic and modern and digital. And it used to be all paneled. It was just classic New York, and now it's just. I hope they didn't throw all that wood out. Now it just feels like Macy's. It looks like Macy's, which is really sad because it was one of the. I mean, just watch Audrey Hepburn. Louis Vuitton. I'm gonna take you guys into the park, and now we're gonna go over to the Dakota. It should be fun, right? The landmark. What are they selling it off for apartments now? How could it be a landmark if they destroyed the building? The whole lobby was gutted, and now it looks like a laundromat. Louis Vuitton. I'm gonna take you past the world's largest Apple store and the classiest store in all of New York. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dirk. Good news. Sorry, buddy. She's very famous place. Not as famous as the Hublot store. That you get a kick out of. Then now Bergdorf. This was originally the Vanderbilt mansion. Then they leveled it and they built this. And there is a penthouse. This is the whole building is a store, except there is a residence on the top floor, which I can't think of anything comes here. And Van Cleef and Arpels is right there in the corner. Bulgari over there. Chopin, Prada, Yamamoto. But Bergdorf Goodman is one of the most iconic stores. It was acquired by a big conglomerate called Neiman Marcus in the 90s, who kind of almost ruined it. And just 3 days ago, Bergdorf Goodman was acquired by the Saks Fifth Avenue Group. And that probably will give it at least another 50 years, if anything. Thank God, because it's a landmark and it's one of the most important stores in terms of barometer for fashion, how fashion is calculated, who starts the fashion. This is the place where Jackie Kennedy's very famous pillbox hat was created by Halston. He was the head milliner meaning hat maker for Bergdorf Goodman. So many people got their start here. Tom Ford got started here. Believe it or not, Michael Kors, who's kind of ruined his reputation with very cheap ready-to-wear, that guy started here as well, his very first collection, and it was haute couture. The guy is capable of great things, just hasn't done it lately. This is just a vestige of the fashion and an icon in a towering presence in the world of design and fashion, and it's a resale store. You go downstairs to the basement, it's just absolutely incredible. It's all the cosmetics and all the makeup and perfume. I should go down there and get some of my sister's favorite, which is called Irish Tweed, I believe, and it's by what's the name of that brand you like, Carrie? It's $600 though. Jesus Christ! Go pick a couple of flowers. This is the men's store. This happened in the '90s. They acquired this property, and they created a men's store, which is great. They used to have an Acqua di Parma. Now I wear Acqua di Parma now. I because that's basically I wear 4711, and I wear either Colonia or Oud by Acqua di Parma. This used to be the Acqua di Parma section, and they got rid of it. As with anything, this over here, ladies and gentlemen, is the Plaza Hotel, the Grand Dame, the lady of all hotels in New York City. This was actually built at the turn of the century and the last century, and was acquired in the 80s by Donald and Ivana Trump, and they kind of blitzed it out and ruined it. It is now owned by, I think, a Saudi investment group, and what they did was it is mostly now residential towers. I believe that the hotel is on the not facing the park anymore, so they took all the properties and they turned them into residences, and they're very expensive. Tommy Hilfiger lives in the top penthouse because he's got the most toys and the most money. But it is a beautiful building, and it's the toast of New York. This over here is the Sherry Netherland, which is getting a facelift of some kind, which is great. Sherry Netherland being another very famous hotel and residence. This is the General Motors building. It's been here they actually demolished a beautiful building here in the 60s to make way for the General Motors building. And this is, very classic international style, late 60s, early 70s architecture. Nothing to write home about. But I'll take you to the Upper Cube. It's the largest in the world. This cube, I think they're on their third or fourth iteration of this, because let's face it, this was nobody had stores at the time, and they do now. Everybody's doing it. This cube is paid for out of his own pocket by Steve Jobs. It was a totally different looking cube. It was all boxes, so they were probably like 12 by 12 boxes, and then over time they've used more full pieces of glass. This is the third or fourth or fifth cube that's been here, but it is the biggest store in the world. And I don't know, will they let me in there? You guys want to see the biggest Apple store in the world? Incredible. It's okay. Amazing. I mean, it's a tourist destination. It's very cold in here. Ooh, it's so cold. Wow. It's a really cool staircase. It's all trees. So the whole store is trees. There is like a significant rise in oxygen content when you walk in here. You actually feel like you've never been able to breathe so deliciously before. The air in here is absolutely beyond delicious. Uh-oh. Oh, he's making the plunge. Uh-oh. That's $4 grand. Well, I've never tried these. Should I try these? I should, right? I've never done so. Oh, these are by appointment only to try. They're also $3,500. See if I can. I've never tried them. I have no idea. Vision Pro, tap to explore. I shouldn't take you on a trip here. I wouldn't mind trying them on. Can you try them on? Oh no, there's no way. Oh, they're locked. No, they're locked. There's no way to try them out. I thought for sure I would try them out. All right. Oh well. I'll take you around the Apple Store. And get you off me because I thought I was going to be able to try those out, but obviously not because it's $4,000, which is insane. That's a very big screen. Holy shit! Is that a projector? Wow. I mean, what is that? It's got to be a projector. No, it's some kind of panel technology. Wow. I mean, everything else in this room I have, pretty much. All right. This is the store. It's full of trees, full of oxygen. That guy's buying all this. I just don't think you should ever buy the first iteration of any product. Don't come out with the, how long did it take people to start up buying iBashers? iPod, iPhone. That's actually where we got it from, believe it or not. Because we just thought it was all stupid. And I'll never forget when they came out with the iPad. I said, no, they cannot call it the iPad. They can't. Because, it's got a feminine napkin implication. Anyway, they did. Anyway, I beat the elevator. Plaza Hotel. And that thing behind it is the Steinway Tower, which is way too fucking big and will topple over and people will die. It sways something like 12 feet a night. And that is on top of the Steinway building, which Steinway and Sons does not own anymore, sadly. There's Dior. For all of you fashionistas. I have no idea. Michaela, I apologize. I have no idea who is now operating Dior ever since John Galliano got thrown out. I have no idea. Here's the classic. If I had a carnivore with me, I'd get hot dogs, but I don't eat meat. I'm not one of those dudes. I just don't. I'm not going to preach to you, get on the soapbox, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. So I don't. Can't wait to head into the park. It's going to be much cooler. This is, you see Harry's Bar and Cipriani's and Cipriani Dolce in Venice. This is the New York edition, Harry Cipriani's, where you could get a Bellini. It's probably $35 for one cocktail. That's worth it, right? I don't know. I had beers are like $4 or $5 where I went today. It's really great. I get out of here before I get killed. How you doing on battery? Give me a second. Oh shit. How about now? Okay, sorry about that. It wasn't close. Okay, guys, you guys ready? You guys ready? Well, let's start this off the right way, okay? Since we're really bashing it about, let's do it in a mega way. Let me go find it. Where is it? Here we go, Central Park.
The gallery of bastards, send me the shots, the sublime views of words. The gallery of bastards, you share them with me, and I share with the world.
Because you're all bastards. Well, I don't have the gallery of bastards handy today. I have the bastards here. So here we are. We're headed towards the park. It's beautiful. Let's get cracking as soon as we can. I'm going to take the main road. Well, I should have I should have taken the crosswalk, but I decided to not do so. But it's quite lovely. This is the Fred Eversley parabolic light. I don't know what the fuck that means. Um, Obviously, some curator from some place offered to pay for that using this guy's name. So I'm headed into, it's hot. Holy shit, it's hot. I look forward to some of the shade when I get there because it's brutal. That was caused, you have sound now, right? That was caused by, there's like a big police truck with a big giant radio. And I'm not going to point the camera at it because there's a lot of spooky looking guys over there. You guys can hear me now, right? A lot of spooky looking guys. And the second I got anywhere near that truck, the thing just went. I don't know if you got to see the decay, but it was really creepy. Anyway, there's no cars in here, so I can walk in the road. New York, New York, a hell of a town. The Bronx is up and the battery's down. The people riding a hole in the ground. New York, New York. Well, listen, you know what? Last couple of days on the iBashers channel. Yesterday was, I know we've been having that subscriber thing, and it's very weird, and it's some kind of weird sabotage or something. I don't know what it is, but it's some algorithm that's detrimental to the channel. Yesterday, I had like 30 people in the show for like the hour that I was on, and I was like, used all the stalwarts were there, and I appreciate all that. But like something's definitely going on with the channel, and a bunch of people told me that they tried to super chat me and they couldn't. It wouldn't go through, and that's what keeps the channel running. To be honest with you, this has become my job, and I love it. It's my favorite job in the world to take you guys around New York City or wherever I'm going to live or move or wherever I go. We're doing it from the studio, have a machine on, and all those things, and some various guests from time to time talk about watches, your pets, your loves, all those things. It's been a great experience. It's just that YouTube, for some crazy reason, or whatever's happening over there, is causing a little bit of a problem with the growth of the iBashers. And we're such a nice gang of people. This is a wonderful group of people who care about each other and like to see things and experience things. And, some people just can't get to New York. Some people can't get to Italy or wherever this channel will wind up going. If it survives, which I hope it does, I just think that at this point in the game with YouTube, I love doing the show every day, but they're not playing ball. Something's going on there with them canceling subscriptions of my dedicated followers. I don't like that word followers because that's fucking bullshit. I'm not a cult leader. Supporters. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know what could be causing it. I don't know if it's one of those nefarious watch cunts, that are out there, and there's a ton of them. You all know who they are. For some crazy, they're the real wristwatches of YouTube. They're like the housewives. They're very biased and shifty, and they're dealers, and they're flippers, and they're all kinds of people. They're not collectors. They're not these wonderful people that love the hobby. They love the passion. They just want to make the money, and then they get pissed off. Look at this charging stations. Look at this shit. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? These are charging stations. Wow. Central Park Conservancy. Isn't that amazing? You can bring your car here and get it charged for free. Wow. Who knew? Can't see what's going on here. Audio. Audio crapolio? Is your audio fine now? It should be good now. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. What are we? Told my kids that if I had a ridiculous amount of money, I'd buy an old water tower and set it up like a Starship Enterprise. I hear you. That's right. My sister Carrie said the way we were famous scene was such. She's like, Hubble, your girl is lovely. Peter Marino, that's the guy who destroyed Tiffany's dress. Creed, she wears. Yeah. So I'm just catching up because I couldn't see the sun was so strong. Hi, kids. What did I miss? Hey, Meme, I was talking about you earlier. Yesterday, for some crazy reason, Memester, I didn't get your condolence card when you sent it to me. It was in my house. Somehow, I don't know, Paul took it. I don't know what happened. I got it yesterday or the day before yesterday and made me cry like a baby. Thank you for that. It was very sweet. How's the audio now? It's all fine now? Me and Mira, we went to St. Patrick's Cathedral. We lit a candle for everybody out there who needs some kind of help. Uh, just checking the latest. Yeah, half of it's gone. See? Half of it's gone. Because Andrew called me last night. Who's paying for the electric bill for the rich fucks driving those? Because they're not. They're regular cars. Andrew Wolkowicz, $10. Get a water, find a cool place to relax. I will do that in a second. Well, actually, I have to walk through the park first, darling. How else am I going to get to John Lennon's house? Let's give you. Thank you, baby. All right, I'm gonna start walking because I got to cover the entire park, and it's probably 2 miles, but I could do it in. I think I could do it. Okay, who wants to guess? I say I can get to the Dakota in what time is it now? It is New York time. It is 6:45. I say that I can get to the Dakota by 7:05. So I say I can get there in what time is it? Oh no, it's not. What is the correct time? Uh, it is 20 to 7. I say I can get there by 7. I'm pretty sure. Kerry says 20 minutes. That's what I think. 20 minutes. Anybody want to bet? How long do you think it'll take me to get to 59th Street and 5th Avenue and to get to Central Park West and 72nd Street? Any guessers? No, no games of chance. Over. I feel like going home. You know what I feel like doing? This is probably a great idea. Tell me what you guys think. I have a couple of really great bicycles. I'm thinking about getting an adapter for my bike for the camera so that I could ride. I think that's a great idea. I could take you guys on trails. I could take you through everything, all the places I can't go right now. I think you'd all enjoy it. Is there a signal? Is there any loss of signal in here? I should ask you guys because it doesn't tell me. Let me just see what my signal is like. Oh, it's much better than it was. Okay. Okay, way better. Dirk, how bad would it screw your vocals if you sang? I can't do that, Andrew. The only thing I know about her is I once knew a girl. She tried to walk across the lake. I wonder if she knew about it. She's a fucking whack job. I'm not a fan of Yoko Ono. Her music, I don't know. People, I mean, nobody really likes her music. People just like to think it's cool. They like to think, oh, she's avant garde, you know. Some people just like to think they have a hand on the pulse. finger on the pulse of what's cool. What attracted John to Yoko was she had an art installation, and he went to it, and there were two ladders in the middle of the room, and some stuff was written on the ceiling. And the ladder he went up, he saw the word yes. He just thought that was the most positive, beautiful thing in the whole wide world. And then he went up the other ladder and it said no. So had he chosen that one, he would have never have hooked up with Yoko. Load of shit. But yeah, I hate her. I don't hate a lot of people. Yoko Ono. I think she's just a virus. I put her in the same league as like the Harvey Weinsteins of the world. He might have been a casting couch pig. Bill Cosby is another one. Like, I will never get over losing America's dad to finding out what a sociopath he was. When you find out that people are really and truly that kind of bad, oof, it's heartbreaking. When you think that they're so great. Everybody thought Bill Cosby was the greatest. And he was a monster. Yoko Ono, we always knew she was a monster, and she turned out to be a monster. No surprise there. Let me change the camera around so you guys get to look and see the beauty that is Central Park. Yeah. You might as well see it. What I'm going to do is walk across the park. I'm going to go past that. I'm really close to the Bethesda fountain, which I somehow got lost the last time. I don't know how that happened, but I did. I've been coming here my whole life. It's been a couple of years. This beautiful long promenade has always been here, and it's always been a gathering place for people. It's probably the safest place in the park, even during the periods of time when the city wasn't the safest in the world, and it has been for quite a while. It's kind of losing its luster a bit because of the current administration being pretty shitty, and the one before it, ever since Mike Bloomberg left, and I'm not trying to be political because he ran as a Republican and then later an independent, and I'm neither Republican nor Democrat, so I vote for people, not for platforms. I've decided firmly that I will not be voting in this year's presidential election because you know what? I don't give a fuck. That's the best we got, and that's the best we got. You can have it. Sojourner Truth, Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, women's rights pioneers. This is the beautiful promenade where you can learn a lot about history, see some beautiful sculptures, and I meet some pretty people. You know how many people have met their husbands and wives along this very promenade? It's a very famous place for starting a conversation, having a coffee, and it's beautiful. Sorry, popping in and out. Dave brought a special gift home called Flirt, and we have not had a stitch of food in the house. Had to run out this hellish heat vitally. Oh, that's sweet. What is PNW? Meme, I don't get it, but I don't know what the acronyms are. What does that mean? Forward PNW Flirt? Explain to me, darling. Probably missed it along the way. Sean will totally split that estate with Julian Lennon. Hey, Dirk Milgauss, RS. Hello from Brighton, fella. Hello, Chili Badger. How are you? I'm in my town, showing off what's good and not what's bad. You don't have COVID, do you, right now? Don't say that, meme. I don't want to hear that. Can we start super chatting for an Uber for Dirk? Oh, you're very sweet. Oh, it's up in the Pacific Northwest, huh? Yeah, I had 50 in the room earlier. It's been a light load today. It is hotter than fuck. Flirt. Oh, flirt is the new COVID strain. Not me. It's David's got COVID. Shit. Fuck. I'm so sorry. Like I haven't gotten the vaccine this year because I had 5 of them. I had COVID, what, 3 times, but very mildly. Just the first time was kind of like I felt like I had the flu or whatever, you know. But it's not real anyway. It's fake. It's a manufactured virus. We all know that, right? I hear some live music. It sounds like rock and roll. It's really crazy. So this is the park where John Lennon moved because he wanted to get away from, he moved to the biggest city in the world, but he wanted to get out of New York because New Yorkers don't care about fame. Like there's a picture of him. He used to walk around the city with that shirt on because no one will. If you're John Lennon, nobody will bother you. It's like if I saw a celebrity, I would just be like, "Oh shit, there's Julia Roberts." I wouldn't stop and go, "Oh my God, Mr. Roberts." Why would I do that? New Yorkers don't give a shit. I don't know who does, but apparently in France it's really bad. They stop you and they harass you and all those kinds of things. Is that a live band? It certainly sounds like it. Oh, it is. Anybody know who that is? Who does music that is? Carolyn Martin Uber donation. Oh, that's awfully sweet of you, then. Thank you so much. It's very sweet. Mimi says she has never had COVID and hope to keep it that way. It gets weaker as mutations occur. Don't stress out about it. Well, actually, is that true? Or is this new one nasty? Is this new one really super nasty, mean? I don't know about it. So weird. Anyway, headed towards the west side. I think I've been going so slow that I'm never going to make the 7 o'clock curfew because I just realized that I have not been cooking with gas. I need a Vespa so I can go shower. I need a camera. I need a Vespa so I can say ciao. What's going on there? You get me a water. How much is the water? 3? Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. I'm paying $3 for water in New York. Fuck off. 2 I'd pay. It's principle. It's not the money. It's principle. Because I know he's trying to rip off tourists. I ain't no tourist. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a native New Yorker. This is I saw Joan Baez here, Rufus Wainwright. I don't know what music that is, what band that is, but it sounds good. I'm right in front of the Bethesda fountain, but I won't be going there today. Actually, why not? I'll take you back there. You guys loved it the last time, right? Why don't I take you back? I'll take you there. What's that? Big bug? Okay, there's the San Remo. Let's face it, I'm never going to make it in time for that. But I'm going to take you there anyway. I said last time I was here I would take you there. And I think that I should do that. Ooh, man, is it hot? Look at all the sweat on my face. Holy crap. She works hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. He works hard for the money. When you see him bash about every night. Let's see what it says here. Let's look at price. I pretend I'm Let's see, how much for large water? $4. Very expensive. $4 for water. For crazy price for the water. I could do that. I could use an Eastern European accent, and then they'll tell me it's $50 for water. That wouldn't be nice. I'm gonna switch the camera around because this is nice. You should see this. These are the Bethesda stairs. I noticed that lots of older gentlemen are getting sleeved, and by that I mean like getting full arm sleeve tattoos. Now that's fine and dandy, but I notice a lot of guys are doing it like in their 50s and 60s. I'm wondering, is that today's new Corvette? I have a tattoo. I have one. Um, Not a tattoo kind of fella. He's beautiful, right? In the 70s, this is where this was just a place just smelled like piss, shit, and God knows what other bodily fluids. And they cleaned it up. It's one of the most beautiful places in New York. And that's out at the fountain. I think this guitar player is playing to tracks. I think some of this is in the toaster. It's an inside joke. Have any coins on me? Nobody throws coins in this fountain, I don't think. Anyway, this place is full of turtles. At the end of the last show, um, I showed you guys the turtles. I went back on the stream right after the song played out. But the truth of the matter is, it was incredible. I found out about all these turtles, and I didn't even know they were there. Let's go look in the fountain. I don't think there's anything in here. It's quite beautiful. I don't know if you know, but Yoko, who can't stand you can't stand Gabe. Now he got 6.5 million. He made 20 million from the sale of the stuff that he had. The 6.7 million, I think, in the end. Sean wanted him to get 20. That's what I think. Who knows in the end, really, what the truth of the matter is? Who knows? Uh, Uber donation too. You guys are sweet. Thank you so much for that. Let's hit that with a bomb. Dirk, start a band and call the toasters. Just have cardboard cuts. Probably a good, smart thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to walk around here, show you the turtles, and then head over to the Dakota, show you. Man, I don't ever think about the Dakota as the place where John Lennon was shot. I think about it as where Rosemary's Baby was shot, and it's a building I would kill to live in. Because if I was to live in New York City, I mean, I live in New York City, but if I was to live in Manhattan, I would 100% want to live on the Upper West Side, and the Dakota would be my number one destination. Should I get a boat? I should just come here one day with some cool people and get a boat. Who wants to come to New York City? We'll do a Dirk about, Bashabout, and we'll get a boat. We should get them here. I hope nobody's feeding the turtles. It's beautiful. They're all coming now. They eat Cheerios now? Cheerios, which is not exactly what I think. They eat algae. Look at this. Turtles everywhere. Look at these beautiful. They're so beautiful. Oh. Like somebody actually threw litter in there. Oh my God. Look at the swan. There's a mallard over there. They're so big. They don't bother people. Oh, they're mooching, right? Are they mooching? That's crazy. He just kicked him out of the way. That was fresh. Look at them. They're ballsy. Wow. It's a very beautiful. It's a boathouse. You can rent a boat. That's where they launch from. It's a very beautiful place. Right in the middle, smack dab in the middle of New York City. Almost seems impossible, but it's true. What are you doing? They're just chilling out with the people, which is mental. Donald Murray. Hi, Donald. Are you related to me? It's my mother's maiden name. Hi, Dirk. I'd heard that a small amount of licenses issued for Central Park. Where I'm from here in Dublin, horses have priority. Could you please confirm Central Park? I don't know the full extent of the laws in regarding horses in Central Park, but I do know for a fact that the horses have the right of way here. I mean, you have to, but there are special horse trails. They do go out on the roads, um, but I wish I could profess to knowing the legitimacy of all of the of my statements, but I don't know for sure. I could look it up though. I am grateful to hear that they did pass major legislation against the horse-drawn carriages over a certain degree. They are still allowed in here, but it's really just was animal abuse, and I'm so glad that they don't really do that anymore. Is that the official thing? Everybody's giving them. Look at them. Oh, he wants that. Wow, wow, look at that. How interesting. Thank you, Donald. Roar of the tiger, up vote to you. Hey, Lauren Bacall also lived. She sure did, and she also died there. It's crazy. You guys are cool. Well, I'm gonna. Oh, hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. I'm gonna start headed over to Dakota. Roar of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Roar of the tiger. How are you and your family doing? Thinking of you, hoping that you're all having a nice, pleasant summer. Considering, you know, Roar of the Tiger. I'm reading Rob Delaney's book right now. I don't know if anybody's aware of Rob Delaney. He's an American comedian who I believe started on Twitter and then became an actor. He starred with Sharon Horgan in the UK-based sitcom Catastrophe, which I think is one of, if not the funniest and smartest written shows in the last 20 years or so. Um, I mean, his story is pretty incredible, man. Uh, they had they have well, they had four children. Their third son, Henry, was born, and just as they were about to celebrate his first birthday, he was having some kind of weird issues, and they weren't sure, so they took him to the doctor. They couldn't find anything meaningful, and then something happened with his vision, where he was banging into stuff. So they went and they got an MRI, and they found a malignant cancer. I think it was a glioblastoma in his brain. And it was so severe, so large that they wanted immediate surgery. Now, of course, he's an American, and they're both Americans, his wife and he. But they were residents, so they used the NHS, and he's written a lot of um, incredibly poignant and moving statements about how the NHS prolonged the life of his son and how superior the healthcare is. He goes, sure, if you need a molar filled, you have to wait a little while, elective surgeries or whatever. But he says if you need like a bypass, you get it right away. But basically, they treated his son with dignity and respect, and he did end up losing his son Henry uh, right around his third birthday. So 2 years um, they got, and then, well, that's not enough for a child, obviously. Um, it's like when you lose a pet, you kind of know that you have them for you know a decade-ish plus, but your children outlive you, or they should. And anyway, Rob Delaney's book. I don't know what you've used to cope and to get through, um, but whatever it is, I hope you're doing well and finding peace and beauty. Thank you, Dirk. You're very kind. You're here. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I got the audio, but that's my new thing because I got new reading glasses and they've been giving me headaches. I'm really scared about that because, like, it says that it takes a while for you to get used to new reading glasses. Um, Singing for fun. Donations are welcome. That guy down there singing live. I'd like to improve his audio. It's clipping. It's very nice. I mean, listen, kids are finding lots of new ways to get their voices heard, their music heard. There's a channel that a lot of us watch and some of us don't watch, named Rick Beato, and he's kind of like the old man on the mountain, where he complains about a lot of shit. I'm going to switch the cameras because I'll be talking to you while I'm headed towards the thing. Listen, I'm guilty of that too, and I know it. Everything sucks. Kids with kids nowadays. It's just a number. There's a lot of music out there like Billie Eilish and stuff like that I think is great. But what I do love is, like, when I was a kid, um, the only way you got out there was like you had to have a deal, manager, booking agent. You could maybe book a gig at your local club, local pub. That's as far as you get. You needed a team of people behind you to get somewhere. And wow, it is 800,000 degrees here. Holy smokes. I feel like I'm in like fucking Vietnam. Whew. Shit, is it hot. Um, so these kids now, that kid was live streaming from Central Park singing his original songs. You know what I mean? Holy smokes. Things like that really do work for people. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? We didn't have such a thing. We did something called tape trading, whereas we'd make a demo, like Hitman. Where's it going? Hitman. Where's it going? Hitman. We made a demo tape. I gotta fix that. Oh. Is it mad at me? There it goes. We made a demo tape and we gave it to people and they copied it. And then they passed it around. And then they passed it around. And then they taped it and then they passed it around. And, by the time it got to, Germany or Greece or wherever, it was like a 16th generation cassette tape. So it was crap. Now these people are getting digital copies instantly in your mailbox. So that's great. We've been able to figure out all that kind of stuff. Isn't that wonderful? Really great. It's cooling off a little bit now. I just got into the jungle. I hope this isn't the Rambles. I'm just a little too young to know about that, but I know about it. But I am guessing by some of the people that I have been passing that you know where you are. You're in the Rambles, baby. You're gonna die. I think I'm in the Rambles. You could look that up because I'm not going to say what it is. Let's just say it's where boys go to be very bad. Not this boy. No, thank you. It is pretty. That's so funny. I didn't get to see whether you said Vietnam first or I did. That's what it feels like. Holy shit. I mean, it is so humid and so hot. I'm so close to the west side, yet I'm so not because I'm on the Serpentine. I should have taken the straight road, but I didn't. That's a. Can I go that way? Wow. I'm going to come back here and sell buckets of ice water to dump on people, not to drink. Oof. Time is now 7:05. Well, I didn't make it by 7, that's for sure. I think I'm going to sit on a park bench for a minute because that was a heavy duty hill. I'll just sit and talk to you all for a while. Okay. Ooh. I'm definitely in the Rambles. The Rambles is a famous place in the 70s and 80s where gay dudes used to go cruising. And like, I wouldn't think it still exists, but apparently it does. Because I saw a couple of leftovers, I guess you'd put it. You could just tell. It's not hard to tell. Not hard to tell at all. Anyway, just letting you know, that's what I just ducked out of that area. Like, I knew what's up. Everybody knows about it. Emmett mentioned it last week because you can go near the Rambles. I was like, how do you know what that is? You know? Yeah. Absolutely. Roar the Tiger, utmost respect and appreciation. Indeed, indeed, he did. And for him, for that, I think he deserves something out of the ordinary. Let's give him. Thank you, Roar the Tiger. You are a gentleman. Audio still good? How's the signal in here? Is it in high definition? Lenny, who doesn't love Lenny? Is it high def or is it fuzzy looking? Because I'm in the middle of the forest. If I were king of the forest. I mean, if you saw this, it's actually really kind of cool right here. It's humid, but it's not hot. But it's not too bad where I'm standing right now. Not so bad. Well, where I'm sitting, I should say. But okay, he's regular. You can just tell. It's easy to tell when people are cruising you. It's just like, meh. Looks and sounds good. Okay, guess what? I'm cooled off. I got past the big mountain, and it was big. I walked up. That was quite an incline for about 20 minutes straight. But it really makes me want to bring my bicycle here and get cracking, you know? And there's some pretty black squirrels in here. I should have thought about bringing some treats. I don't know about feeding the turtles Cheerios, but it seems like everybody had them, so I'm assuming they must be giving Cheerios out or something. Why everybody would have those Cheerios available. I don't know the reason for that. Um, look at that beautiful bird. Oh shit. Hold on. You don't need to look at me anyway. Shit. I wish I had a better way to do this. This guy. He's beautiful. Hi guys. You're beautiful. Is the camera working? I think I gotta get. I'm in the middle of the forest. I think I need to get out of here. Let's switch the camera on again. You don't need to look at me when you see this. There's a fork in the road. Yeah, I lost it because it got. I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I'm coming down the big hill now, headed towards the west side. So the signal should be back to full strength. In the middle of the forest, it was great when I was sitting there. You have full on audio. Audio clear, crisp and clear. Let me see settings. Audio. Nope, it's not. See. Okay, now it's good. Sorry about that. He'll be back. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Every time I lose a signal like that, I have to go repair my AirPods, which is such bullshit. That's a StreamYard thing. It's not an Apple thing. It's not a YouTube thing. So here's the main road, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. And I need you more than want you. And I need you for all time. And Wichita lineman is still on the line. I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. Oh, see, I'm on the main road now. Okay, interesting. That does not look good. This looks like they want $5 for water there. That's not happening. Is that water fountain working? I don't want to drink it because it's COVID. I don't want any COVID water. It's a good shot, right? Good for her. That's how I'll feel when I start running. I'll be like, oh, that guy. You know, it's funny. Even when I used to run 10 miles a day back in the day, it was a long time ago, 20 years ago. Because now I do it, I would just look at that poor guy. You go, mister. Good for you. I feel like I took the long road. I did. I actually could have cut across so much easier before, and I just took the dicky route. Big mistake. There's the San Remo. You can see it through there. It's funny, objects in the mirror appear closer than they really are. Actually, on the iPhone, they're much further away because I'm very, very close right now. There's a lot of these are the runners club. I'm gonna hang a right in a minute, and I'll be where I want to go. It's a nice incline. If you're on a bicycle, you probably do good 45, 50 miles an hour. Easy. This incline. Okay, this is where I wanted to go. Hello, baby. What's funny, I am now on 77th Street on the west, Central Park West. That is the Museum of Natural History right over there. It's gorgeous. Walking down. We made it to the west side. A little bit longer than I should have, but we had a good time, right? Guys, please like and subscribe if you're a regular watcher or if you're one of the bastards. I know most of you are, and we love you for it. You know, YouTube's got a little bit of a hard on for me. I don't know what it is, what I've done, or just the umbrella of channels. Who knows? But like they've been unsubscribing you. I spoke to Gary and Susan, and they yesterday, and they said that they had to resubscribe almost 60 times to the channel, and they are Patreons, bastards. They're on every show. They never miss a show. Uh, they're amazing people, and it's happening to you too. It's happening to a ton of you guys, and I don't know what it is, but I guess we band together and just keep sticking with it until we get answers, definitive answers. So please like and subscribe. Please hit the upvote. That's a very European expression, upvote. In America, they just say hit the like button. Um, I guess the watch community says hit the upvote. Uh, Either or will do, because it just really helps the algorithm. I just think that, YouTube seems to prefer sleazy channels, filled with conspiracies and, hate streams. They seem to, those are all over the place. But when you get a group of people who like each other and care about each other and want to pay it forward, it seems like it doesn't get anywhere near the kind of traffic that it should get, because you guys are wonderful. This is the San Remo. Thank you, Mr. Bad Gas. Roy the Tiger says, my life has been unusual. I may have a book in me. Wow, served alongside soldiers from the Thai Army in California, a co-worker with the feature writer, my cousin Vinny. Life is weird. I'm not going to Strawberry Field, Carolyn. You know why? Because that's like, it's just a place. Like John Lennon, I mean, like, why are they called Strawberry Fields? Oh, it's right here anyway. If I put my camera down, for a second. It's like right down there. Um, you know, the Milwaukee. Um, they made a garden for him. This is the San Remo. Everybody and their mothers lived here. Bono, Steve Jobs. Bono lives here now. There's a really funny. You want to hear "Everybody Wants You"? You know that guy, right? That's Billy Squire. He lives here. He's lived here since the '70s when he made it really big. And Bono, so he lives in like one of these beautiful fireplace apartments, and then Bono got one of the tower apartments. And during the winter, Billy Squire, and I'm a Bono fan, but you know, make fun where making fun is due. Bono complained to the management that, you know, smoke from somebody's chimney was making his windows dirty. So the board went down, had to have an emergency meeting on how to appease Bono. And Billy Squire told him to go fuck himself, which I think is absolutely true. You know, he's lived here for, you know, he probably bought this apartment for $55,000 in 1974, or whenever Billy Squire was really famous. Now it's worth, you know, 60 million. And this guy buys Steve Jobs' former apartment. You know, that's just obscene. But that's the San Remo, and that's one of the most like very famous people live there. And it's one of the double tower, because you'll see once I get past the camera. Oh, it's a nice breeze, my lord. See, it's a double tower building. Sorry, I got the cord attached. Double tower. I don't know which one, but you know, like Jeff Bezos has an apartment there. You know, a lot of stupid money. I mean, I'd live there if I had that kind of money. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful building. It's got two separate lobbies, two separate entrances. It's got, I don't know, that doorman job. Could you imagine that doorman job? First of all, those guys in this luxury building, at Christmas time, they probably make $150,000 in tips. You know, because those people have to tip you a lot of money. It's very expensive to live there. I mean, yeah, we're getting very close. This is, you know, amongst the most beautiful stretches of the city. These buildings, these grand dames that line Central Park West are legendary for Hollywood stars, singers, all kinds of amazing people. There's Langham sandwiched in between. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a very beautiful building, which recently got a complete repointing. Beautifully done, exquisitely done. The Langham. Not as famous as the other ones. Now, this golden building in the corner. Growing up, this building was black. As far as I knew, it was from all the soot of New York City throughout the years. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Dakota. Home to Leonard Bernstein, Lauren Bacall, Sinatra, Judy Garland. So many people have lived here. Rosemary's Baby, the exteriors were shot here in the courtyard. Obviously, the inside was a set, but it was mimicked very closely, the actual appearance of the Dakota. These apartments were usually 10 rooms each. Rooms for you, your family, and usually for your servants, because everybody had them back in the day, didn't they? And this building got a thorough cleaning about 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And I'm glad to say that it has faded a bit and it looks a bit muted, but it was yellow because it is made out of a yellow brick. It is a very beautiful building. And Richardsonian juxtaposition of architectural styles. Lots of dormering, balconies on very few, mostly Juliet's, the one to get to the top of the building. Full balconies start to appear. This was Leonard Bernstein's apartment, number 2. in the corner on the second floor with those two with the Juliet balconies. That was Mr. Bernstein's. This was a famous restaurant in the throughout its entire lifespan up until the '60s when they decided to close it, which is a shame. Um, but they just decided that they didn't want any more commercial stuff in there, so that was it. It's an absolutely beautiful building. Oh, Carol O'Connor, my sister Carrie says Carol O'Connor lived here. I had no idea Carol O'Connor lived here. Well, I'll go around to the front, but I'm just going to be very cool about it because, I'm sure a million looky-loos. Now, many weeks ago, probably a couple of months ago, I was walking past there and I was admiring a woman's dog. She had a long-haired dachshund like my sister does. And I said, "Oh, wow, you have a long-haired dachshund." She's like, "I do, I do, I do." And we were talking. I said, "Do you live here?" She goes, "I do." And she goes, "You ever been here?" I said, "No, I've just admired it." So she took me into the courtyard and she showed me her lobby. This building has 4 lobbies. I'm gonna take it from across the street because I don't want to walk past the doorman and be like a douche. Because this is like, I don't want him to think, "Oh, this is where John Lennon died." And you know what I'm about? I'm about more about Rosemary's Baby. That is it, my friends. The Dakota. Beautiful the way it's hitting the golden light, huh? I mean, just absolutely one of the most beautiful buildings. It's certainly one of the most beautiful buildings in New York. It's one of the few remaining courtyard buildings. I think only 6 are left. And I can't name them all. I'm going to say the Dakota, the Apthorpe, what else? The Ansonia. I'm missing a couple. The Chatham. Um, Anybody else know the names? How many other New Yorkers are there can tell me all the names of the courtyard buildings that are left? By a courtyard building, it means basically when you enter this major portico here, the inside is filled with, it's got a big fountain, and it's a courtyard inside the building. They're called courtyard buildings. And see this, it's very small relative. Look inside there, there are the gates. It's absolutely incredible. And these are huge apartments. And Yoko Ono was finally stopped from buying a lot of the apartments in this building. She had bought up quite a number of them. She was finally stopped acquiring all the real estate in the Dakota. But if you walk inside there, each corner of the building is gaslit lanterns. Those are very cool. Um, each corner of the building has its own lobby, so you can't walk from this side of the building to the next side of the building. They are completely stopped by apartments. So there's just each corner is accessible by each individual lobby. And they are not grand lobbies, they are small sentries with a desk and an elevator operator because the elevators are still operated by elevator operators in the Dakota. So they do not have unattended elevators, which is very, very cool. It's a beautiful building. I think you can get in here for the minimum, like $4 or $5 million. Yeah, this would have been great if, like, your parents bought one for $35,000 in 1965. The rent for in Rosemary's Baby was $725 a month. Was it 425? I think it was 425. $425 a month, and that was 1965, and that was a ludicrous sum for anyone to pay. And $450, but that got you a, 4-bedroom, incredible gallery, sewing room, eat-in kitchen, formal dining room, fireplaces everywhere. And now you get for $450 you get the boot. You don't get anything anymore. Checking my battery life. Hold on. 1 minute, please. That's good. I'm going to take the power source out of that. Take the power source out of that because I charged up my phone pretty well. Only 34 people in the room. I am now 2 hours, 20 minutes. So at 2:30, we'll say goodnight. And thanks for those of you who joined me on today's very, very hot, extremely oppressive chat. If anything that'll come out of this, I'll have lost some weight from it because it was so incredibly hot in there. The sun is going down now, and I'm grateful for that. But this is the beautiful Dakota. And before I let you go, I'll take you down Central Park West and we'll go look at a couple of other buildings. This is a very beautiful building. Easy E turned me onto my ear, nose, and throat guy. He's up on the Upper East Side, but my voice lessons were on 72nd Street. So my voice teacher was down there. Actually, it's too far to go to take you to the Ansonia. That'll be the next one. The next time. The next time. Ever a Bashabout. Getting cool and breezy now, which is lovely. If it would rain, it would be paradise. Every time I take my hat off, it is the most delicious feeling in the whole wide world. Once you get past the Majestic. I just walked past a guy who's had a cigarette in one hand and a joint in the other. Like, wow, that's smoking. This is the Majestic. This is another one. I'll walk across to the park so you get a better view because you can't see shit from here. Fortunately, I have to wait for traffic. I might take a city bike home. I don't know. Actually, I might just walk home. I'm so tired. That was an exhausting Bashabout. It was just so hot. And I don't have shorts on either. They're in the laundromat. So she said they wouldn't be done till 5:30. But you know what? It was like wearing a wetsuit. It'll work out in the end. So this is the Majestic. This is certainly one of the buildings that no one really ever talks about. And it's a great building. It's a great building. It's extremely Art Deco in its design. And it is juxtaposed next to the Langham and the Dakota and the San Remo. And when you have that kind of company, but it's beautiful. Look at the size of those windows. I mean, they are so incredible. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. It's absolutely outrageous. It's outrageous. Okay, let's see. No, it's just got very windy. Yeah, I'm going to improve my audio down the line. I mean, maybe those Rode microphones or DJI has some great microphones too. I mean, if you watch the news, even you watch anything, mobile, they haven't perfected that yet. It's got to be a better way. I mean, I'm just using the AirPods because that's what I have. Because Bashabouts are expensive, man. They're super expensive. Doing the cameras and the gimbals and the blah blah and the blah blah. It adds up. That's the next thing on my list is I want to get one of those really cool lavalier mics that have the little fuzzy thing on them, like the little windscreen. Looks like a little piece of like a peach fuzz. Like I've never used them because all the ones that I use when I perform with my bands, all the pop screens are on the inside of the microphone. So I don't need that. Like in the studio, as you guys watch on when you see me on Bashers, I do have a pop screen in front of my microphone. And it makes a tremendous, tremendous difference. It really, truly does. Really and truly does. Very nice. 33 people in the room. My sister says he grew up in Jamaica, meaning Carol O'Connor, meaning Archie Bunker. He grew up in Jamaica and Queens, but lived at the Dakota with his family for many years. We just saw a documentary. Okay. Very nice. I'm gonna go over here and see how much this guy wants for water. I'm just gonna drink a gallon of water. I'm gonna drink it so fast, it's not even gonna be moving. Should I use a foreign accent to see if he tries to steal money from me? What's that? 2 hours. You have a small water somewhere? How much is that? 2? You're the king, buddy. Thank you. That looks cold. I love the sound of that music. I gotta find a spot where I can put the camera down and drink some water. Oh, here we go. Change the camera. Ooh, it's got windy, kids. Wow, that's nice. Okay. Here I am on the crossroads of forever. Fade away in my dreams. Your life is all I see. Holy shit. It's me in the Dakota. Man, look at this. I'm just sweated through my hat. It feels so good to take my hat off. It's just my head is just soaked. Oh my god. It's brutal. Brutal. Well, thanks everybody who came to tonight's Bashabout to the end of the world. Faces and places unheard. The incredible theme song by Mr. Emmett O'Malley. Yeah, I'm wearing Julian Seiko Field Watch that he sent me. I absolutely love it. And I gotta say, rubber strap on a hot day, not a good thing. I think I just made my decision on putting a rubber strap on my Milgauss for summer. The answer is no, because this is my wrist is so wet, it's soaked from this rubber strap. This is great on a fall day, or I hate to say it, but metal baby. In the summer bracelet, I think. It's very hot. It's beautiful, and I love this watch, but holy smokes. Holy smokes! Hey, Bobby Boldy. Perhaps taking some salt. I'll have salt when do you know what I had? I did something very bad earlier. When I met Paul and his friend, and I'll mention who she was and who her father was once I get permission from her. But I just, her father's a famous actor. I had mozzarella sticks because it was in a pub. And then I said, fuck it, let's get the onion rings too. And I never eat like that. I do love mozzarella sticks. They were the best onion rings in the world. So I'm going to do an unpaid plug for the best onion rings I have ever tasted in my life. And I order them whenever I'm in a pub. Peter McManus on 19th Street and 7th Avenue in Chelsea. It's a bar that's been there for like 150 years or so. It's a real old-fashioned Irish dump, but it's great. I didn't even catch the name of the bartender. She was spectacular. What a nice girl. They had a cash till, which was really lovely. And it was just a lovely, the best onion rings I've ever tasted in my life. I really just couldn't have been nicer. And, they were light figure and a little bit burnt, which I like. So I probably had quite a bit of sodium earlier, but I think I'll be all right. But I appreciate it. Let me thank everybody who chipped in today on the Bashabout because I'm grateful for that. Andrew Wilkowicz with $10. Nick Sisto with $5. Ray Ray with €10. Thank you, Ray Ray. Ray Ray with another €5. Carolyn Martin with 20 balloons. Carolyn Martin with another 20 balloons. Ray Ray with €10. Thank you so much. Ray Ray with another €5. Ray Ray on fire tonight. Thank you, Ray. Andrew Wilkowicz, Canadian, $10. Thank you, pal. Carolyn Martin with another $10. Mimi Reichenbach with another $10. Thank you all so much for helping me out, keeping this as my day job and not having to go back to the workforce. I mean, it remains to be unseen, but I'm trying to build a channel. I don't think YouTube's helping me out very much. There's some mega problems I did, and it found out it's a little bit worse than it was. Sometimes it just feels like all the effort goes down the drain because YouTube doesn't give a shit, or just somebody's just being nefarious and we don't know what it is. But so many of you beautiful bastards have been unsubscribed, and since I know who you are, we all know who each other are. We're all part of this community, and we're here all the time, so we know who each other are. It's difficult to believe. So I want to thank everybody for coming on in and hanging with me for the last almost 3 hours. Oh, hey, we had a good time. Thank you so much. I love you all. And remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, whenever you encounter unkindness, you cannot always be sure what that person is going through. They might be having a really bad day. Give them enough rope. Give them some time. Give them some space because you never know what that person might be going through. Well, either that or they're just